You don't need thousands of dollars, you don't need a huge team, and you don't need to quit your job or gamble on some sketchy idea. These are 4 AI side hustles that no one is talking about for the new year. Not hype or shortcuts, but real systems that you can build from pretty much anywhere. In this video, I'm breaking down each one, how people are actually using them right now, and how you'd realistically start, step by step. So if you want a real head start going into the new year before these ideas get crowded, this video is for you. What makes this list different is that each one stacks on the last. They get quieter, simpler, and more scalable as we go. So stay until the end because the last side hustle is the most surprising one on this list. 1. AI marketing content for local businesses. Most small businesses aren't bad at marketing, they're just overwhelmed. They know they should post consistently, they know that branding matters, they just don't have the system that makes it easy. That's where this side hustle fits in. Instead of guessing what to post or designing everything from scratch, you use AI to create on-brand marketing content that actually looks and sounds like the business it's made for. The difference here is alignment. Random AI content doesn't work. Content that matches the brand's identity does. That's why this works so well right now. The mistake that most people make here is jumping straight into tools before they understand alignment. Here's how the workflow actually looks. First, you find a local business with messy or inconsistent content, cafes, gyms, med spas, anywhere the brand feels unclear or outdated. Then you run their website, Instagram, or Google listing through Pomeli, a Google Labs brand DNA tool. It analyzes things like tone, colors, fonts, and visual style. And in minutes, you'll understand how that brand is supposed to feel. And once you have that, content creation gets easy. Pomeli generates campaign ideas, captions, and visual directions that already matches the brand's identity. So instead of starting from a blank page, you're refining something that already makes sense. And from there, you move everything into Canva AI. This is where you clean up layouts, adjust spacing, export posts that are actually ready to publish. You're not designing from scratch, you're kind of just polishing. The entire process is fast and repeatable. A great example of AI content marketing in general is Cole. He wasn't an agency or backed by a brand. He was just a regular Porsche enthusiast who happened to be good at generating AI images and had a clear taste for what felt right for that brand. So instead of posting random AI images, he focused on one thing: a consistent visual identity. The same mood, the same cinematic style. He started sharing AI generated Porsche concepts on Instagram, clean, intentional, and on brand. Over time, the content started going viral because people didn't just like it, they recognized it. And the reason that it went viral wasn't because it was AI, it was because it respected the brand's identity. Most people don't even realize that it's AI because of how Cole carefully crafts each image. Eventually, it even caught the attention of Porsche themselves. That's the same principle that you're applying here, just at a local business level. And once you see how powerful brand alignment is with content, the next step is obvious. Businesses don't just need posts, they need a place to send people. And that's where the next hustle comes in. 2. AI website building for local businesses. This is one of the fastest ways that I've seen people turn AI into real money right now. Most local businesses are still stuck in the same place. They either don't have a website, they have something outdated that barely works, or they're relying entirely on Instagram or Facebook and hoping that people DM them. And for years, the reason was simple. Building a website was slow, expensive, and way more complicated than it needed to be. AI removed the hardest parts of web design: structure, copy, layout, and SEO almost overnight. The problem is, a lot of tools say that they do this, but still leave you with something half finished that needs hours of fixing. I've tested a lot of these tools over time, and the one that I keep coming back to is Durable. And luckily for this video, they're also today's sponsor. Durable isn't just a website builder, it's an all-in-one business launcher. And once you see the flow, it clicks immediately. You open Durable, you type in the business type, answer a few quick questions about the business, and that's it. In a couple of minutes, Durable will generate a full website with the homepage, services, contact page, written copy, layout, and a mobile optimized design that actually looks professional. And from there, you're not rebuilding anything, you're just refining. You can tweak headlines, rearrange sections, add a booking button, embed Google Maps, update services, or adjust tone to match the business. And this is where it gets powerful. Durable also includes Studio, which handles branding in the same place, logos, brand visuals, and marketing assets are generated alongside the site, so everything actually matches, so there's no bouncing between tools or patchwork branding. And on top of that, you get built-in SEO structure, blogging tools with AI content strategy, analytics, and even AI employee chat features for marketing, sales, and customer support. So you're not just launching a site, you're giving a business a real online foundation. And if you're doing this for clients, the positioning matters. You don't just sell it as an AI website, you sell it as getting your business online fast so that customers can find and contact you. That's what they care about. If you want to try Durable yourself, you can create a website in minutes. And if you use code Edmond30, you'll get 30% off. First link below. At the end of the day, businesses don't pay for tools, they pay for outcomes. And this delivers those faster than ever. What's interesting is that the same shift is happening in creative work as well, especially with music, where AI quietly removed another massive barrier. 3. AI music and custom sound creation. This one doesn't get talked about much, but it's quietly becoming one of the most interesting plays for the new year. And here's why it works. We all need music. Students listen to music for studying, creators and businesses need music for their content, YouTube videos, shorts, podcasts, all of it needs royalty-free music or sound effects that won't trigger copyright problems. That demand never goes away. What changed is how easy it is to supply it. Most people assume that music is either talent-heavy or luck-based. And that used to be true. It isn't anymore. AI removed the biggest barrier in music creation. You don't need a studio, instruments, or years of experience. You just need an ear for what feels right. The workflow is simple. Use Suno AI to generate music. You just type in a prompt to like lo-fi beats for studying, slow tempo, warm, calm mood, and then in seconds, you have a full track. Then you pair it with visuals using Midjourney for album art, loop visuals, or simple backgrounds. The aesthetic matters just as much as the sound. And then from there, you publish. Some people run faceless YouTube channels built around focus or relaxation. Others sell royalty-free sound packs on Gumroad, but the pattern is always the same. Prompt the music, generate visuals, publish consistently. This isn't about making one perfect song, it's about building a small catalog that compounds over time. Take a look at Lo-Fi Girl. A lot of us probably have listened to lo-fi beats for studying or work, simple beats, a recognizable vibe, uploaded over and over with consistency. That turned into a global brand with millions of listeners, a 24/7 live stream, merch, a record label, and years of passive reach. Social Blade predicts that the channel makes between 6 and 100K per month, but I'm pretty sure that it's towards the upper end of that. The music itself isn't complex. The power came from mood, repetition, and identity. And AI lets you recreate that process today, not at that scale, but in a way that's realistic and testable. AI didn't replace musicians. It gave us a faster path from sound to leverage. And if you think that's quiet leverage, the last one on this list is even quieter because it doesn't feel like a side hustle at all. 4. AI stock footage and image creation. This one is quiet, unsexy, and very misunderstood, which is exactly why it works. This is one of the few AI plays where the work that you do today can still pay you a year from now without needing to touch it again. Every single day, brands, creators, agencies download stock images and clips, ads, websites, presentations, YouTube videos, and none of that gets made without visuals. The problem is supply. Most stock libraries are either outdated, generic, or way too specific. And traditional stock creation requires cameras, locations, models, and time. AI removes pretty much all of that. So with tools like Midjourney and Google's VO3, you can generate clean, realistic visuals on demand. The workflow couldn't really be simpler. You generate versatile, commercial visuals, not art pieces, not weird, abstract stuff, practical scenes that businesses can reuse anywhere. So pretty much things like lifestyle moments, environments, emotions, or everyday actions, and then you upload them to stock platforms like Adobe Stock or similar libraries that allow AI content. Be careful here because not every platform will allow AI generated content. Then every time someone licenses one of your images or clips, you earn a small royalty. It's not flashy money upfront. It's definitely slow at first, but then it compounds. The real leverage comes from volume and consistency. One image doesn't change your life. A few hundred well-chosen uploads quietly builds a digital asset library that works while you're doing something else. The best performing stock content is going to be neutral enough to fit multiple cases, but clean and polished enough to stand out. People underestimate this because it doesn't feel like a hustle, but that's the advantage. This is going to be one of the closest things to building a true semi-passive income stream with AI. AI turns creativity into inventory and inventory into royalties that don't ask for your time back. All right, you just saw 4 AI side hustles that no one is really talking about yet going into the new year. To recap, AI marketing content for local businesses, AI website building for local businesses, AI music and sound creation, and lastly, AI stock footage and image creation. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button for the algorithm and subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. You don't need all 4. In fact, trying to do all 4 is how most people fail. Pick one, learn it properly, and let AI remove the busy work. I'll see you in the next one.